Hey guys, welcome to Raja Makes Money. How are all my money makers doing today? If it's your first time watching, make sure you click that subscribe button and follow along. Click that gray bell so you don't miss any of the action. But let's get right into it today. So actually, today should have been an up day, and I'll show you why. But right at the end of the day, there was a trade that went through in one of our larger positions that also took all the profits away. Also, at one point today, I was up over $300,000 when CCIV was above 20. But to end the day and only show an $8,000 loss, that is like a giant win in my book. But yeah, I'll show you guys what's going on. Take a look. So down $8,800, but actually CCIV was up today, but you'll see here, right at the end of the day, this is really interesting. They tanked it, so we would have had, been up maybe 20, 30 grand, but right at the end of the day, they dropped this, or they raised this bid by 12.5 cents. So if you look at where the strike price is, or the stock at 19.18, and you take this 507, they actually have like a 25% spread. So between, on 2,000 contracts, that's $50,000 in premium that will go away in the next 2 days. So if CCIV was to stay where it's at or go back up, which would be terrific, we wouldn't have had a down day today, or we'll pick up $50,000 more before the end of the week on those premiums. But yeah, it was very interesting. Like we were up in the green, and also in like the last 10 seconds of the day, this trade came in. Because as you can see, these are 50-cent increments, and usually it would be about 50 cents apart. And I don't know, somebody just did an erroneous trade. Kind of crazy there. But in other news, Connectix, that was down a little bit today. IDX also today up, so a nice comeback today. It was up at one point like 22 cents. It came back. Jaguar down a little bit today. It's probably going back down to that $1.25. Once it hits that $1.20, $1.25 this time, I'm definitely going to jump in and buy 1,000 shares to average it down and hold it this time. And then GameStop down a little bit today, but of course the market maker, we picked up a little bit here on the hedge, but of course the market maker just, dropped it insane. So this one we just got to get a nice drop day. We just got to get that 10, 20 point drop day, and I think it will be all good. But unfortunately, on paper, down $8,000 today. The good news is Kenny and the research team up $500 today, so they are back on their trail to a comeback. They had a couple of good trades today. I'll tell you guys what he said. See, some of the good ones today. IJJP up 30% at one point today, trimmed a few. He's going to add some more tomorrow. DSCR was up 50% today, and a couple others said anything else pops up, he's going to let us know, and he hopes everyone made some dough today. So not too bad for the research team. They are in the plus. Unfortunately, futures are down a little bit today, but once again, the NASDAQ sold off today, so was a rough day. Obviously, our biggest holding, CCIV. It was crazy. This thing today, once again, up over $1. When this was up over $1 and IDX was up 22 cents and everything was looking really, really good, my account was up over 300,000. I thought we were going to have a great comeback day. And then, unfortunately, it all came crashing down. But it still pulled out that 1 penny. So maybe this is a bottom, and it's just getting ready to take off. We just need to get those Apple rumors coming again. In other news, Bitcoin coming back strong from those lows, and last couple of days keeps coming up. Dogecoin got all the way up to 69 cents last night. Now it's 62 cents, come down a little bit. I don't know, could this be a buying opportunity? Has this thing, hit the peak? Elon Musk, Saturday Night Live is only a couple of days away till Saturday. So, this will be very, very interesting. Let's take a look in our portfolio. So, we are up. Remember, we had about 62.5. We went all the way down to about 59.5. We were down $3 grand yesterday. Now we're up over $3,000. So I did make one trade. I sold our Bitcoin Cash. We bought it for $4,950, and I sold it for $7,008. So I figured, let's take some profit off the table there. The real question is, what do we do with these other ones? What do you guys think? Do you think anything else we should be buying right now? Should we be selling? These are where our profits are. We bought 25,000 in Bitcoin, so we're up about $300. Litecoin, we spent $5 grand on. That's at 5,900 now. Cardano, we spent 5,000 on. It's at 53.88. Stellar, 5,200. We spent $5 grand. That's up 237. And Ethereum is up $94. So, do you think we should trim any of these? Do you think they're going to keep going higher in the next day or so? What do you think? some of these other ones are, definitely long shots. But at least we have another profit in our cryptocurrency trades. So that's a good sign. What do you guys think? So let me know. Bad Hombres says, looking to save when we've looked at it. Like I said, if one of these goes and you pick the right one, it's going to be massive. Obviously, Dogecoin, was, a penny, 2 pennies, went to 7 cents, kind of then went to 6 cents, sat around that thing and all of a sudden exploded. Even at 7 cents, if you bought, $1,000 worth and it's, 65, 62 cents, or hit that 69, 70 cents, you make 10 times your money. $1,000 is $7,000. If you had 10,000, you made 70 grand. If you had $1 million worth of it, you made 7 million or 6 million. So, lots of opportunity. Obviously, the coins, the ones that are lower in value, that are like SafeMoon, that's point 0.00005. If it goes to 6 or 7, or actually ever did hit a penny, it could be massive. You just don't know, and it'll definitely be interesting to see what happened. Blue Acquisition says hold Cardano long term on that one. All right. There you go. Chaos, $2 super chat. Where is CCIB in 2 months? Also, what's your target? My target is June, the merger with Lucid Motors, and that thing is $35 to $40. Minimum 30. I'm hoping for 40, but I don't know if I'll, probably around 30. Around $30, I'm going to make $3-4 million on this trade, and I will probably be out of it once and for all. So, Ryan Essa says meeting tomorrow is not about SafeMoon or Dogecoin. What meeting? I do not know about any meeting. So Nathan says SafeMoon is the safest bet. So there's so many of them. What about Crazy Moon? So Chris says CCID Lucid Motors appoints former Waymo Google executive as chief financial officer. Well, that's a good sign. They've got the right team there. With Johnny Ives, from Apple and stuff like that. So it'll definitely be interesting. Alton says Moonshot. VeChain, Stellar, your thoughts? People have been talking about it, Moonshot. I don't know the other two, that well. The bottom line is, if this stuff, when it moves, it moves. If it's like Dogecoin, Dogecoin. It's, I don't know what these teams are going to do that are taking it. There's somebody's manipulating this thing. There's, somebody owned 44% of the spread up until, when it exploded. Somebody has made billions, hundreds of millions, billions of dollars selling their inventory. I don't know if Robinhood or, Webull is behind these, or, different stuff, because it's weird. Why doesn't Coinbase have it? Why aren't they taking advantage of making all this money, doing this stuff with it? So it's going to be very interesting watching all these cryptocurrencies, which ones go up, which ones go down. Yes, long term, I think Bitcoin and that stuff has, the best ability, and, because, everybody believes in it, but it's going to be tough. How do you, I know like these sports teams are taking Dogecoin as payments, but how do you, it's like transferring these coins. It's tough. If it's not on the major, places where you can transfer, and send it, it makes it a lot tougher to do transactions with these coins, as well as for people to be buying and stuff. So someone says SEC meeting about Dogecoin. I have no idea, but definitely be interesting. I think if Coinbase traded Doge, it would go higher for sure. Anything that Coinbase adds is going to, make it definitely go higher. Brian Estes says, I made $1.4 million on crypto just in the past 4 months. Congratulations. Thank you for all the super chats with all your profits. But yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to see how it goes. Like I said, I think Yellen, Powell, I think some of these other international countries, they're going to really come in and they're going to do a number on some of these cryptocurrencies. And I think at some point, our governments are just going to have their own currencies. It's going to be definitely very interesting what happens. I don't know. It'll be interesting. So if I was predicting Dogecoin, I think it could hit the dollar before Saturday or Saturday night, and then I think by Sunday or Monday it could be 25 cents. Unless there's some kind of skit that Elon does on Saturday Night Live that really compels people to want to buy it. But it's like I said, it's like a pyramid scam, and I think that's what Robinhood and Webull and some of these are going to have to really watch out for. They're taking huge margins, 8-10% margins on these selling prices. But the thing is, first of all, you have Elon Musk. He's one of the 10 richest people in the world based on, the price of Tesla. If it's $900, he's number one. If it's, 600, 700, he's, somewhere up there. Why is he messing with this? What is his benefit? You have to look at it like this. What is his benefit of messing with this? Does he know the guy who started it? Does he have an financial investment somewhere that's really going to pay off? Is it just to help 20 of his, buddies from the bar, make a couple of $1,000,000 each? And he said, look, guys, just everyone go buy $1 million of this, coin at 1-2 cents. Where is it going? What is his incentive? If you were worth, think about it like this: you're worth billions and billions. You're worth 100 billion or 200. I don't even know what he's worth. You're worth all this money. Why are you messing with some little cryptocurrency thing, for pennies? And this is where people are going to lose sight of it, and they're going to say, look, are you here to run, Tesla? That's supposed to be an $18 billion business, or 100 billion or whatever. Hold on, that's the wrong calculation. Are you running, Tesla? That's I get the wrong numbers there. $646 billion business. Are you here to run Tesla, a $646 billion business, or do you want to screw around with Dogecoin because you're trying to make $10 million? Something doesn't add up. I do stuff for charity and I do different things. All the time, and I don't do everything I do in my life is to make money. But I'm saying, like, he's risking a lot, and he's also risking a lot for his, Tesla, because, Tesla obviously is him, and if he gets into trouble with the SEC again or has other issues or problems, it could definitely affect him. Larger companies making bets on Bitcoin and stuff like that, I think they're okay. I think it's going to be interesting and how it all ends. But like I've said all along, this is a pyramid scam. This is going to be, somebody's going to hold a bag of goods. And when if one of these coins crashes massively again, and you're holding that bag of goods, it's going to be a problem for these people. Here's the thing. If he really wants to make billions of dollars, why doesn't he just why don't he come out with a Tesla coin? Come out with a Musk, cryptocurrency coin or something. Anybody can come up with their own ICO. It's not hard to do, but definitely be interesting. So, definitely be interesting. Let's take some comments here. Alton says, I agree, but Musk knows something, or pumping and dumping because he can. So, Penny D says, Musk has a big ego. A lot of the people who are well off have big egos, but like I said, you have to put this in perspective. If you are worth $100 billion, what is the most he can make? Here's the thing. You know what people with big egos do, like, Cubans and all these people? They just buy sports teams, and they just spend money that way. That's what you do with a big ego. Playing to make, unless he, like I said, even if he was the one who, and he put, and that's the other thing, like, so he put $10 million into, Dogecoin at 2 cents, and it's worth 500 million or something. Like, he was that. I don't know. Like I said, you have to be in their mind frame, and you have to put it into perspective. It's a different level. It's not like, imagine walking down the street and you have $10 billion in cash in the bank account, and you walk into Louis Vuitton today, and you're just looking around. You have enough money just to buy out the entire inventory of the entire store. You can go buy their most overpriced, Louis Vuitton item in the store. That's, they have like furniture, chairs now. They're like $70,000. That's it. Like, you have to put this in perspective. This isn't a person walking around with, $10 in his pocket and walks into Louis Vuitton, and, this is a financial decision, of what he's doing. So, I don't know. To me, like I said, people with big egos, they buy sports teams, they do stuff like that. They make giant charitable donations. They, get involved with supermodels. There's a lot of stuff people with big egos do. Playing with the crypto things just seems really, especially with the speculative ones, seems very, very interesting and stuff. So we'll have to see. Jeffrey says, how do you feel about CP51 stock split? Do you believe the stock will rise after, like, Tala Apple did with theirs? I don't know. Let's take a look here. Take a look, see where it's at. Is that for Canadian Pacific Railway? I don't even know anything about that. I mean, here's generally, if it is this one, generally on any of these stock splits leading up, and I read an interesting article, leading up to a stock split, most stocks go up in anticipation of the split. Eight out of 10 stocks after their stock splits have been lower in value in the coming 90 days, 3 months, than they were before their split. So, interesting article, and that was out when Apple and Tesla and all of them did it. Obviously, Tesla has done phenomenal. Apple, when it split, was about 125. As you know, it ran and got up to the 140s, 135, 140s, then came all the way down to 18. Well, after the split, it came all the way down to 107, 108. Then it bounced back up there, got going again, and just recently was 118 again. It's had a really hard time around this 1.25. Where it's at, and if you look at it today, it's right where it's split at, or $3 above a split. So at $128. So. Very interesting. It just depends on the company, what people are looking for and stuff. I think one company that would benefit massively by a stock split would be Amazon and Google again. Amazon at $3,200 a share, would probably really take off with a stock split, but who knows? Obviously, they're not splitting, so. Fadi says, or he knows something the rest of us don't. Must be Elon Musk. So, Don Lee says, I think they are really trying to push it, make their own crypto eventually. So that would makes sense if that's what they were trying to do. But if they were wanting to make their own crypto, why push all this stuff? Because then all they're going to do is if they come out with their own crypto, you have to remember, all these people just move around. So all these people, it's like today it's this one. Like I said, it's a 100% Ponzi scheme. Today it's this, tomorrow it's this, tomorrow it's this. It just moves around until there's not enough people left, and then it drops, and then sometimes they recycle and come back. And, that's the whole play that we're doing on GameStop. If it, tanks, are they going to jump back in and save it, or is it going to, be the end of it? So you definitely have to take a look at it. Kelly Smith says, here's one for you. Take a peek at BLGO, BioLargo. Here you go. This would be a question for Kenny and the research team. So I'll let you know what Kenny says on this one, but it's been as low as 10 cents and as high as 35 cents, so it doesn't seem like it moves a whole lot. I mean, it's a lot of movement if you have a lot of shares. Volume is very low on it, 500,000 shares a day average, so you really can't take a large position, but it definitely looks like one that in the last, let's take a look at the 30-day chart. Looks like it's come straight down. Without knowing anything about it, I would probably say that this is not losing money. News 13 hits major technical milestone. I don't know. Unless you know something really, really big about this one, this would probably not be one that I would be playing. So, all right. John Smith says Gemini Exchange added Dogecoin. I use them in the U.S. Mr. Big Boy, something about it started as a joke. I think he's rooting for the underdog, and it still is a joke, and that's the whole thing. It's a joke. That's what people don't understand. So, what's the value per share on IPOE, Raja? Merger is on June 1st. IPOE. This is that SPAC, another one. This will be interesting to watch. So, let's see the 6-month chart. Got all the way up to $24. It's come down, but it's stabilized and holding. So, if you look at the 1-month chart on this one, it looks like it gets going, kind of like our CCIV, comes down, gets going. It looks pretty stable. I don't know a whole lot about it. This one, I haven't really looked at it and stuff, but in my opinion, it looks like the bottom line is around that $15 mark, and you'll probably see a couple of points once it splits and stuff. So, run slots. I hope a lot of new traders don't get hurt trading crypto. That happened in 2000. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of people who get hurt. It doesn't matter what you do. When stuff explodes and takes off, people get hurt because they don't know, when it's time to get out and when it's time to be in there and stuff. And, like with the Dogecoin, this, thing at $80 billion market cap, it's just a total joke. Look at this. $80 billion, come on. And one person controls 44% of this, but magically nobody knows who that one person is or company or entity. I don't know. Like I said, something is, people just don't know. And, how do people get busted in Ponzi scams and stock scams and all that? Because greed sinks in. And that's when people get hurt, is from that greed. While a lot of people made a lot of money, a lot of money in GameStop, a lot of people lost a lot of money. And I'm talking about the hedge funds. I'm talking about the people who bought in at $480 a share because they were told it was going to $750 to $1,000, $10,000 because that's what everybody on Reddit said. And that's what people don't understand. Just Scott says, wait till the government steps in when people lose money. Yep. And it's going to be the same thing. When people, there's just no such thing as a free ride. If everyone's making too much money, the government always steps in, So it will be very, very interesting. But the good news is, guys, Kenny and the research team made some money today. They're back on track. Had a winning day, up $510. Unfortunately for me, I had a down day on paper because of this erroneous quote at the end of the day or whatever, but not to worry. Hopefully tomorrow, maybe CCIB will get going again. The good news was it went up today and it actually finished up instead of finishing down. So that's a positive. IDX made a little comeback today. Bitcoin starting to run. Here's our portfolio. This is coming back nicely from where we were. I did sell our one position that we made about $2,000 on. So I don't know if there's anything else we should be selling, buying right now. Definitely have to keep interest and watch out on that. Elaine says, but up a day yesterday. Had a good day at the casino last night. Had that $10,000 hit and some other ones. Raja, is there any hotels available this weekend in New Jersey? Me and Mom want to come. Anything you can do? I have no idea, Elaine. I would call the casinos or call your host or go online to their websites and check them out. That's probably the easiest way to see what's available out there. So WM Frank says, give some thumbs up. Thank you so much. Appreciate all the thumbs up. Appreciate everyone who always shares our videos and lets everyone else know about us and tells the world about us. Also, this Sunday is Mother's Day, so I think I will probably skip the Sunday show this coming week for Mother's Day, unless there's something crazy going. Unless Dogecoin goes to like $5 or goes to 5 cents, maybe we'll have to have a breaking show about that. But if that does happen, not much we'll know about it. Just that we'll know if Elon Musk is doing television, let's buy in advance if it crashes. And we'll know if Elon Musk is doing television and it takes off, buy in advance and make more. So it'll definitely be interesting how it ends and stuff. But definitely be interesting. Look at these people, so nosy. Raja, was that your girlfriend last night? Yes, that's somebody I've been seeing since the beginning of the year. Very interesting enough. She wanted to, she's up there quite a bit when I do gamble and stuff, but usually stays on the sidelines, doesn't like to be in it. But last night she wanted to help out and stuff. She said, you know what, BOD's missing, I'm going to help you out tonight. So I thought that was very nice of her. So we had a great time, and then she allowed me to stay late. I thought she was going to make me go home early, but we got 2 hours longer of live play. So definitely was a good night. Had some good hits at the end there. So, Mr. Big Boy, what are your thoughts about Palms been bought by Indian Reservation? About God, the big one. San Manuel. So San Manuel, they made all the right moves. If you've watched, they've been on the billboard at Planet Hollywood for a long time. They've been a big sponsor of the Vegas Knights. I think they're a huge sponsor of the Raiders, or will be for this coming season. They've done it well. They've told people about everything. They've they put in their time and effort into the Vegas market, and done everything very well. I would tell you pretty much anything else buying it's kind of like the same with Virgin. I don't know how Virgin's been doing, but I would tell you Virgin bringing Mohegan Sun in is smart because Mohegan Sun has all these players and they can send them there. It's the same thing with the Palms now in San Manuel. They can send, the San Manuel has a great user base of players. I mean, these Indian reservations, especially like San Manuel, the Seminoles, they've been creating and printing, they've been printing money. Imagine having a printing press that just, as much as you can put in there, it just keeps printing. I mean, these Indian reservations have made insane amounts of money. And they have that user base. The interesting thing, I think San Manuel is building a hotel, or when I was out there, they were starting to, or they were going to, but they're also not hotel operators. So it's interesting. Mohegan Sun, Virgin did the deal, but they had Mohegan Sun to operate the casino. San Manuel, I haven't heard a whole lot, but if they're buying it and they're going to operate the casino, I mean, the good news is they have more money than God, and they can afford to lose money, spend money, and find someone who probably knows how to manage a hotel operation. But they are not traditionally hotel operators. They've been, just imagine not even have to have a hotel. And even if you look at like the Hard Rocks, the first, 10, 20 years, they had no hotels, or their hotels were very small, 200 rooms, 300 rooms. Now they've built, large additions, and, have definitely taken off and gone places. But it'll definitely be interesting to see what they do and stuff with all that. But I don't know. They'll definitely be interested. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that, and hopefully it works out for everyone in Vegas. Like I said, if you're off that strip, it's hard to get people there. But if San Manuel says, you know what, here's 2 free nights in Vegas, you're a great player, here's $500. It's going to do well. The thing is, we've all seen what the Palms looks like, so I don't know if they're going to do a huge remodel. It was just, they spent almost $1 billion remodeling it, so they got it for a great price. It'll be interesting. Definitely be interesting getting people off the strip there. Chris says, I heard today that weekends in Vegas are completely booked for the next 8 months. It's very, very busy. So that's why for my birthday bash, we had to secure a lot of rooms. Caleb, weed industry stocks are good right before legalization hits, and then they plummet. I've learned firsthand. Yeah. So the weed stuff, we just need to see. The weed stuff. What we need to see is the banking. If banking comes through on the weed stocks, it's going to be big. So definitely, that's going to be something that will be very, very big. So we'll definitely have to check that out in the future and hope it gets legalized. I think it'll just save a lot of headaches and a lot of time and stuff. So Nas says, when you stock is up, mine is up. I don't know why. When I am down, I listen to YouTuber, which I am holding 23K of CCIV at 2802 and Givo 31K at 990. I'm down big time and holding. So I think CCIV, you're fine. CCIV is going to be way over $28 comes end of June or so. Once the deal is done, because you have to remember the people in the pipe have to hold it till September, and CCIV they have to hold it for 18 months. So it has nothing but upside potential, and the excitement when they start delivering some cars, even if it's only 500 cars, 1,000 cars, that excitement is going to build and it's going to be big. So, but the good news is, guys, that's what I got for you for Raja Makes Money today. You guys are the money makers. I hope you guys had a good day in the market. If you didn't, I wish you better luck tomorrow. Hopefully for me and Kenny, we can have an update well, Kenny already had an update today. Hopefully he has another update. Big shout out to all our Patreon members. Thank you so much for your support of the Big Jackpot, and of course, all our YouTube sponsors who stand out in the chat. But hey, guys, that's what I got. Tomorrow, same time. Let's see how we do. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Everyone go out, have a margarita on me tonight, and I'll see everyone tomorrow. Take care and have a great rest.